Hey guys, JV here with another Destiny 2 tips and tricks video. This time we'll explore a hidden secret that Bungie left for us in the social space. Just a heads up, this is your place for daily Destiny 2 content here on YouTube, so hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for Destiny 2 tips and tricks videos. Today I'm going to show you how to do the farm Easter egg, a fun little jumping puzzle which grants you a special buff. Now we're not exactly sure if this is just a time waster, something fun to do, or if it leads to something greater, but regardless, it's definitely something to check out. So let's get started. So this takes place at the farm social space, and as far as I know, there's no limit on how often you can run this thing and grab the buff. So the first step is to hop on the water wheel, which is near the soccer field on kind of the other side of the farm. And if you're ever having trouble making these jumps, by the way, try and equip armor and abilities that increase the mobility stat. Mobility controls your movement speed and jump height, so that should help you a ton. Once you're on top of the water wheel, walk in the opposite direction and balance on it for a few seconds. And once you do that, you'll see the Sentry Ranks ×2 buff appear along with the wheel boost completed notification. That's how you know you've started the Easter egg. Also worth noting, this first part is not timed, so you can really take your time on these things. So after this point, our next step is to balance on this wire between the buildings and run across. It's really easy to jump forward and miss the wire completely, probably something you'll do the first time, so it's best to jump on at the base where you're still on the roof, just in case. So now that you've crossed and we're on the second roof, we have to do the same thing, but now to the largest building at the farm, the main building. And this wire is more tricky and easier to fall off of, so once again, try to jump at the base where it connects. Once you've made it across, you'll see your sentry ranks has increased to ×4 along with the vertigo completed notification. The combination of these progressively allows you to jump higher and move more quickly. After that part, you're free to jump off the roof anywhere and head to the fireplace near the pier. At this point, you'll need to hold X or square on PS4 where it says Start Scouting Patrol. This part is timed, keep that in mind, and it's also a jumping puzzle requiring you to reach all of the beacons of light before the hidden timer runs out. I've found it's easiest to do this when the farm is in its night cycle. I think that's depending on the story, not sure, but it's easier to see the beams of light at night. So as long as you can find each of these checkpoints, this part is fairly simple. It's easy to get lost, but you just need to look into the air. So the best tip I can give you is to not underestimate your ability to jump, because you can mantle up the sides of each building fairly easily. Also, you don't need to worry about dying from jumping too far or too high, because the buffs will protect you from that. The final beacon is at the docks where you began, and you'll be rewarded with some celebratory fireworks. And as you can see, I completed the scouting patrol in this footage in 88 seconds, so the game keeps track of your time. I believe my first completion was over 100 seconds, so it seems fairly easily to complete even if you mess up a few times. Finally, you'll get the scouting commander buff, which allows you to run super fast and jump super high while you're at the farm. And unfortunately, this buff goes away once you leave the farm, so if you want it again, you'll have to run the scouting patrol each time. Also, you can infect other players with the buff. On their end, it'll show up as Commander's Blessing, but really it does the same thing. It just lets you know how you got it. There also seems to be a limit of a few people that you can infect each time that you get it. So, some of you may be asking, what does this mean? Does this lead to something greater, like the purpose of Guardians in life, something more important than a simple time trial Easter egg? My honest gut feeling is that it doesn't. I think this is just a cool thing that Bungie put in the game and wanted to wait for people to find, because that's a cool thing to do. It's not super complex, doesn't lead to anything lore related or a larger secret from what we can tell. But that's just my guess. If it does turn into something more, I'll be sure to share it here on the channel. Alright guys, today I showed you how to do the farm Easter egg run. In the comment section below, tell me what your quickest Easter egg time is. I honestly haven't gone for a speed run yet, so I'm interested to see how quickly you guys have done it. Share your times in the comment section below. Next time we will cover more Destiny 2 here on the channel, so stay tuned for daily Destiny 2 tips and tricks videos. If you learned something new, remember to hit that like button and subscribe for lots of Destiny 2 content. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you next time.